Hey there, my Tyler Perry Sistas fan. It's your girl, Barbie J here. And this brief video is going to be about season 4, episode 20, the trailer breakdown. But I'm going to also break it down even further into 3 parts, okay? Part 1, part 2, part 3. Gary deserved a whole part to himself. So I wanted to touch upon the previews of Gary with Andy and Gary with Aaron. And Scary Gary is turning into Crazy Gary. Am I wrong about that, y'all? I mean, he is going crazy. He was freaking out in episode 19 when he got up into that penthouse. But before we start talking about him, if you have not subscribed to my channel as of yet and you're new here, please take a moment now. Or if you're not new and still haven't subscribed, just subscribe now and hit the notification bell and select all. It'll let you know every time I upload a new video. Then I ask that you hit the like button, write a comment, and share. Now, Aaron, Gary. Gary goes up in there to that penthouse, and you see the scene where, with him freaking out, the way he was freaking out, he deserved that. He deserved just what he got because that man was manipulating. He's a manipulator, and that's what he was doing by buying all those gifts for Andy to try to get her to do things the way he wants to be done. Basically, he wanted her for himself. He's a narcissist. All he cares about is himself. And so he does whatever he has to do to get it. And now that we know from Jake that he has money, because we didn't know how much money Gary has, but Jake always seemed to let him know, man, you got all that money. This ain't no big deal. You bought her a $3.5 million penthouse. Hello. I don't know who does that, but all right. Anyhow, that scene that they show in the previews, he's sitting down with Andy, and he's telling her that he knows, because she asked him, did you know Robin was here? And he's like, you want the truth. And basically, he must have told her the truth because she turned around and spinned around and almost lost her mind. Next thing you know, another scene, you see her at the elevator pushing a button, telling him to get away from her, get away from her. And I'm sitting there going, girl, you should have been doing the opposite and telling him to get out of your daggone penthouse and you stay up there. I don't know why you were leaving, but that's what she was doing. But do y'all think he really told the truth? That is, my prediction is that he told her the truth. And she is, I don't know if she's embarrassed. It might be a moment of embarrassment that he was watching her having sex with somebody else. But you know, and you was watching Robin having sex with somebody else. You just joined in, that's all. But what do y'all think about that? Put it down in the comment section. Do y'all think he actually told the truth? I think he did. And what was it I was gonna say? Andy, is this what you're missing? Remember she said she'd been thinking about him and she's missing him. This is who you're missing when you learn that he has been watching you through a telescope. Do you really want him? This should be it. There should be no coming back from that. There should be no coming back from that. And then for him to go back, it seems like Gary went back and told Aaron what he did or something. And Aaron's trying to get through his thick head, through Gary's thick head, that this is not love, that you are obsessed with Andy. You are obsessed and you need to stop. You need to stop. And I'm like, I'm sitting there going, I really have to agree with the good preacher. I have to agree with him to a point. I think the preacher needs to leave Gary alone or find him a board certified therapist, licensed therapist to speak to, because preacher man, you are not doing it. He has no respect for you. He's telling you to shut up, and he don't care what you have to say anymore. He's like, kill that noise with you. You're too busy being a friend. You need to put your foot down and be a daggone, I don't know what you could do. He need to slap him upside the head with a Bible or something. He need to do something because he's losing it. But see, that's what jealousy would do. He was so jealous that he got caught caught. He messed himself up by doing that. So I want y'all to tell me, because tell me down in the comment section, what do y'all think about those scenes, and what do you think is happening? And I mean, where can Gary go from there? He really needs help. But let me touch upon one more thing before I go. Aaron's telling Gary that he's obsessed. But isn't Aaron a little obsessed with Karen? He's so obsessed with Karen that he was willing to care about her before he even had an inkling that that baby could be his. He was like, I'm still going to be there for you. I'm going to be in his life even if it's not my child. And he is on top of her. He is not at the level that Gary is, where he does things like Gary does his, his pushiness, or what is it called? His obsession is on a higher level than Aaron's. I think Aaron's is on a lower level. See, Gary got the money to be up there. Aaron doesn't. So Aaron's showing up at Karen's job when she don't answer, and he's showing up at her apartment. Remember when Zach, a long time ago, before Zach got with Fatima, and Aaron used to show up at Karen's apartment all the time and never call? And Zach was like, you ain't never call. You mean you don't call first? You just show up at her apartment? And he knew Karen wasn't that type of person. So, but Karen allowed Aaron to do that all the time, which means she had some feelings for him. And now, I don't know what's going on. But I didn't mean to switch over to them. But I'm just saying, Aaron was obsessed with Karen and still is. Just like Gary is obsessed with Andy. And y'all let me know what y'all think about that down in the comment section. And I'll see y'all in the next video. It's your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.